What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and today I'm building a competitive OU team around Obstagoon for Sword and Shield. Then I'll be hopping on the Pokemon Showdown ladder to test it out and to make improvements. We of course have the Flame Orb Gut set right here. Obstruct is really cool because it guarantees Flame Orb activation, but if they try to hit you with a contact move, the opposing Pokemon actually loses 2 defense stages, so that's really useful. Close Combat is the only coverage option, which allows it to hit Ferrothorn mainly, and then we have Facade and Knockoff as the only stab attacks right now. I definitely want to pair this with a Life Orb Clefable, and here I'm going to explain why. Because obviously, Obstagoon's 3 weaknesses are Bug, Fighting, and Fairy. Clefable is able to resist 2 of those, and it's also able to outspeed Corviknight, which is one of the best Obstagoon switch-ins in the tier. If we run 64 speed, we can hit that very hard, so in my opinion, Life Orb Clef is easily the best Obstagoon partner in the entire tier, especially because this is a really good physical wall breaker, and this provides special offense, so I definitely like that as well. Let's go ahead and run Moonblast, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Moonlight on this slot. I don't think I need to make this the Stealth Rocker, as I think we'll have space later. If I need to, though, I'll make it more of a Glass Cannon Clef and just run the rocks on here. I run 64 instead of 60, by the way, because I want to outspeed opposing Life Orb Clefable. Let's go ahead and see what we want next. I did not cover that Fairy weakness with Clef. I covered the Bug and Fighting weakness by adding Clef to the team, but we want to Fairy resist. So Corviknight and Ferrothorn are both options right now. They would both provide me, well actually, Corviknight would provide me Defog, Ferrothorn would provide me Stealth Rocks, so I like Ferrothorn a lot, but Corviknight would provide me the ground immunity. Yesterday's team actually did not have a switch into Mold Breaker Excadrill at all, which is something I definitely overlooked when building that. I think Corviknight can definitely save me today. Let's do it with Leftovers. The reason this is such a good defogger too is because it gets U-turn, and when you have 2 really strong wall breakers like Clef and Obstagoon, you want to be able to get them in consistently, because the best Corviknight switch-ins are like Rotom Wash, and Obstagoon just kind of blows that away with Facade. Same with Clefable Moonblast, right? Let's go ahead and run U-turn, Brave Bird, Defog Roost. Defog Roost with max HP. I'm going to keep pressure on here to be able to power point stall Pokemon like Excadrill as well as opposing bulk up Corviknight. And then what I'll do is I'll run, I think they run 80 here, and then 176 in the Spadef stat with a minus special attack nature plus defense, which is Impish. So from here, what does the team need? Still no hazards on the team, which I'm kind of worried about. We have sort of an electric weakness going on, so I could double up on steals and add like Ferrothorn. That's definitely not a bad idea. The other option that comes to mind is Seismitoad for the Stealth Rocks and electric switch-in, because I guess like it probably gets 2-hit KO'd by Boomburst anyway, which is why I'm leaning towards Ferrothorn. I could also just add both and make Seismitoad the rocker and Ferrothorn a spikes user. The reason why I'm leaning towards that is because while Seismitoad's a great water resist, it doesn't check Gyarados because Gyarados gets Power Whip. So the core can really stop any sort of rain team if I needed to. Which we don't have a water resist yet at all, so that might honestly be a really smart plan. Let's do it. Let's run double Fizdef walls right here just to be able to ensure that we don't lose to rain. So we have Fizdef Toad with minus speed because I'm definitely going to have both Earthquake and Scald. Let me make sure I put Water Absorb on here. This also provides me a Dracovish check, which Ferrothorn does not take Banded Fish's Rand very well, so let's run Leftovers with Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, Scald, and Toxic. And then, as I did mention, we also want a Ferrothorn on the team. And then for the last one, it's really just speed control. I have none of that. So it's either Ditto, Darm, Hydreigon, some sort of Scarfer that'll help me out. Looking at the team right now, I'm leaning towards Darm, but I'm going to examine it a bit more when we are finished with this Ferrothorn right here. So Fizdef, 4 EVs here, 0 speed to power up Gyro Ball. Then we have Power Whip, Leech Seed, and because we have Rocks, I can run Spikes here. So now we just want a Switch Scarfer. I need one, basically, because this team is really slow. Especially because Obstagoon is my fastest Pokemon right now, and it's Adamant, so that's kind of bad. Darm looks great. Ditto looks great. I could add like Scarf Cinderace. I haven't used Cinderace at all this gen. I mean, there's kind of a reason for that. I don't like Cinderace as a Pokemon very much, if I'm being honest, but let's see. Rotom Heat could be cool, although I wouldn't make that a Scarfer because it's going to take entry hazard damage. It would help me out against opposing Galarian Darm, though, I must admit. I think I can check that, though, using, like, Clef plus Ferrothorn. The thing is, like, Ferrothorn can take 2 Icicle Crashes, and if they Flare Blitz, they're basically killing themselves in the process, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Scarf Galarian Darm of my own. just because it's really strong. It provides me another physical breaker, and wow, actually, I probably want a special attacker. I don't think Hydreigon's gonna help me out though, because Dark Spam isn't gonna be very good here, I feel. Just because, like, what prevalent psychic types would I really need the Dark Spam for? Reuniclus, I guess. What else is there? Hatterene isn't even hit super effectively, so I'm just gonna stick with Darm. With max attack, max speed, Jolly. 4 and Spadef. Icicle Crash, Earthquake, Flare Blitz, and U-Turn. And I think that's going to be the team. Let me just double check my abilities because I always mess this up. They look good to me, so yeah, let's go ahead and play some Pokemon. Okay, I have our first game right here. My opponent has a Dragapult, which I definitely need to watch out for. The combination of Draco Meteor and then the Fire move does very well for them. What I want to do is lead off with my Darm, because it kind of just U-turns out on everybody. I guess like their Darm would be kind of a tricky scenario. Let's do it. They lead Cloyster, so is it Shell Smash or is it just Spike's lead? My guess is that it's just a Spike's lead, so what I'm going to do here is just U-turn out. And I believe what I want to do is get in my Clef. That actually does a decent amount, and I think I go Clef here. And just Thunderbolt. Oh, it is Shell Smash, okay. Well, if that's the case, then I think I need to Dynamax. Because I don't want to lose my Clef. Yeah, I can't let that happen. Can we talk about how they crit 2 of them, by the way? Like, why? Okay, so I get rid of the Cloyster, but now this is a lot worse, so... I think here what I can do is go either Ferrothorn or Toad. Probably Pharaoh. Yeah, because I take Crash just fine, and I can get a Spike now. Yeah, and the Spike is going to go a long way here. I don't think you would leave this in. Should I Gyro Ball just in case? Oh, they do? Okay, well, I don't really agree with their play, but they didn't get rewarded for it. Why would you risk this? It literally clicks Icicle Crash against my team. I mean, good read, I guess, but, like, that's really aggressive. What were they trying to weaken? Like, I guess Ferrothorn stops the Toxtricity, but I have a Toad as well. Unless Boomburst is able to 2-KO me. Okay, so I'd, like, deserve to get flinched here based off the last turn, but I don't. They go to Bisharp. I'll just Lead Sheet in case they SD. Let's go for Taunt. Okay, cool tech, I guess. I mean, I can just go hard Obstagoon in close combat. I think I gotta keep that healthy because Bisharp will be able to Sucker Punch through me if I don't. I like the Toad play here. Because I can just Earthquake, and then, like, I have Obstagoon at the end of the day with close combat. Which is actually really going to help me out. So there's a Sucker Punch, it doesn't do too much at all. Let's just go for Rocks here in case they try to Sucker again. They do. I don't really understand this, like... Now I'm out of range of Sucker Punch. I think I'm actually going to Scald here. Unless they just click that Sucker Punch. I thought they might pivot to Togekiss or somebody, but... I was wrong, I guess. Yeah, now they discovered it, because I think they knew they were faster the entire time now. Let's go ahead and just CC. No point in doing anything else. Yeah, because I eat that up. I think I can use Darm to just win the game now. I don't know, like, if it's Scarf Dragapult, I think I can beat it using the combination of the others. I'm just gonna Facade as they Dynamax and get a speed boost, so... I mean, I think what I have to do is bring this in, and... I mean, Flare Blitz should still kill. If I really am... Well, safe in quotes, because I could miss. Yeah, let's get this out of here. Yeah, I don't think it's living. And, yeah, Dragapult comes in now. If it's sub, then my best play is hard Corviknight to just spam Brave Bird, because that'll actually live. If it's the Dragon Dance, it doesn't even break Corviknight at all, so... Yeah, this is a wrap. You can't OHKO me, dude, even with Phantom Force. I live this easily. And I'm able to knock that out, and then I can just Earthquake the Toxtricity. So definitely a big miss early on, but I still don't agree with that play at all. Like, I think had you just kept the Darm, you might have been better off, but I'll be right back. Okay, I have another game right here. A positioning that I really wanted to try to go for this game is U-turning out with Darm into my Obstagoon on either of the water types and just spam Facade. That could give me some really strong positioning, but let's go ahead and lead off with... I like Toad lead a lot. It is my Dracozolt counter. They lead Centiskorch, which does get Power Whip, so I really have to watch out here. Yeah, I can't stay on Power Whip. Let's go Corviknight, as they just click Knockoff. Okay. Well, I mean, they are going to outspeed me. I think because they click Knockoff, they don't have Power Whip. I'm going to go to Toad, as I'm actually able to get in Rotom. Okay. And I think probably Stealth Rocks here is good enough. Ooh, as they trick me. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. So they're Leftovers and I'm Choice Scarf now. The Choice Scarf actually being gone is kind of nice. It should still outspeed my Obstagoon because I'm Adamant and these run enough speed for Gyarados typically. I'll go to Ferrothorn here on the Volt. Allows them to get in Centiskorch again. Yeah, and it is the boots like we thought it would be. I once again want to pivot to Toad as they go for Fire Lash. I'm going to Scout. Like, I really don't want to risk Toad when it does really well against Pokemon like Drill and Dragozolt here. Okay, they would have clicked it by now. Never mind. Toxic is okay, right? It's either Toxic or Earthquake. I like Toxic more. Although at the same time, if they go Rotom, do I even care? Like, I think Earthquake's just fine too. Although I don't want Melodic coming in and getting a Flame Orb if I can Toxic it. That would be, like, so good. Whoa, where's my battle? Let's click Toxic. There's, like, a button on my mouse that closes out of the battle screen for some reason. I want to try to toggle that off at some point. I've, like, clicked that multiple times in the past few weeks. If they bust out Power Whip now, I'm going to be really sad, but I don't think they will. Okay, they go to Collapse. I should have just Earthquaked. Yeah, because this thing's obviously Magic Guard. Tough, I guess. Let's go to... Pharaoh is good, but... I can use Toad to help out against Rotom and Drill. I don't think I need Pharaoh for that typically, like, necessarily, so let's go to you. As they get in their Rotom, probably has a Will-O-Wisp, so I don't really want to stay in. Although, like, I would love to get up a Spike, but I don't have a Ghost type to prevent this spin. Let's go to Clef here. Yeah, so they get the Wisp. Okay, so now I'm able to get some nice positioning. I'm going to Flamethrower because I really don't want Drill coming in to try to spin in front of this. Yep. And I got them on the correct turn. Nice. This should pick up the KO unless they're really Spidef. Oh, they're actually a Spidef variant. Okay. Well, that really sucks, huh? And because my Toad is Choice Scarf, I can't really bring it in because they'll just spam Rapid Spin. I guess what I do is I go to Corviknight. Like, I could have stayed in there and just been aggressive, but if they Iron Head my Clef, I'm a lot worse off. I'll go for the slow U-turn now, as they likely get in their Rotom, right? Okay, yeah, this isn't actually the worst thing ever. I'm pretty alright here. Let's go back to Clef. And I think I just throw off a Moonblast this time. It should kill Drill. Like, I don't see why I would live at 20. I know Flamethrower is super effective and this is resisted, but, like, come on now. Okay, that actually took very little. I'll go to Togetic again. Fire Lash. What do you have? Knock, Fire Lash, Leech Life, and then, like, maybe Coil on last slot? Okay, I get up Rocks, which is great. The problem is, I'm locked into them. I guess, let me go to... Let's pivot Corviknight. Ooh, as they Coil. Okay, this is getting kind of out of hand. I gotta take care of this thing. Okay, let's take care of it. Yeah, I'm not trying to play around with this thing. I know for a fact they're getting in Rotom, by the way. I don't really care about it, though. Okay, so we got Centiskorch really low, which I absolutely love that. I think here what I have to do is... I mean, if I know I live, I could just Max Airstream again. But I think Max Guard plus Roost is probably the better play. Although they're just going to Wisp me now, right? Okay, in that case, I'm going to go to Clef to try to throw off another attack. And now I get a kill no matter what. I don't think they can stop it this time. Yeah, because Centiskorch dies, Drill will die. Like, everybody takes too much damage now. Okay, this took a while, but I finally got the... Ooh, you're really giving me damage on this? Do I live Scald? They shouldn't go for Scald. I'm going to Thunderbolt. I only do 48, okay. Let's go to this as I got them on the Scald. Okay, and they're not even Marvel Skill, which is kind of funny. Let's go for EQ here. I don't want them pivoting to either this or the Excadrill, to be honest. It's Leftovers Clef, which is interesting. It hasn't clicked a move yet. I could have sworn it attacked last time. I'm just going to stay in a few times and see what they do. As they throw out a Wish. Okay, so they're going to try to pass that to Drill, I guess. I'm just going to Earthquake. I'm not switching out. I can't let Drill recover. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll switch out here. So Wish Protect, Moonblast, Fire Move? Or Stealth Rocks? Probably Stealth Rocks, because who else would have them? Maybe Drill, but... Yeah, let's go to Ferrothorn. I don't think they're Fire Move. It really doesn't look like that. And I think the best play here is just Power Whip. Ooh, as the pass it to Draco's ult, okay. Well, this thing is obviously an issue. I can't let it sub for free. That would be a really big mistake. How do I prevent that, though? Because if I go Toad and they sub, then I basically... Okay, let's go. Yeah, they did sub. I thought they would Fire Fang, though. That was a really big 50-50, but... I mean, hey, what can you do about it? Now they're just going to Dragon Claw. I should have just stayed in and spammed Gyro Ball a few times. That was a mistake. Oh, okay. Well, they decided to Dynamax, so rip the sub. I'll just Icicle Crash here. It should kill. Like, come on now, Darm. You're way too strong for this thing. That was a really weird maneuver. Like, I don't really understand that. Let's get you in now and just spam Facade for another kill. Because you're not Marvel Scale, you're going to take so much damage from this. It's kind of funny. Yeah, 72. This thing is so good. So I kill off Melodic, so I think I can just straight up win with the Darm now if I get a bit more damage on the Rotom. I'm just going to stand against this. Like, I want the damage. Yeah, they go for that. I just bring in Darm now and click Icicle Crash. If I miss, I could lose, but like... If I hit into Rotom, then it just gets worn down and I guarantee to win, basically. So they suck off Centiskorch to get in Rotom, right? Okay, what doesn't allow that thing to sub? Honestly, I could just spam Crash, but there's no point. I just go to Ferrothorn on the Wisp and just click Gyro. Well, actually, the thing is here, if they actually get in Draco's ult, they could sub in front of this thing. But they can't get it in for free, because I can just Leech Seed, so it doesn't even matter. As they get in Clef on a Leech Seed miss. Obviously, the miss doesn't matter necessarily, but... I'm actually going to get in my Clef here on the Wish and just spam Moonblast. I think if they don't protect, they're dead, so this is fine. Yeah, they click Protect. Should I try to recover mine? I guess I might as well try to recover mine up while we're here. I'm going to Moonblast this time. I get a drop. Okay, let's Moonlight up again to full. And now just spam Moonblast, and I think we're good. Yeah, because that did way too much, and I can just spam Moonblast now. And I'm not going to let them pass this ever. That would be a mistake. We're really doing this, huh? There we go. Yeah, and they tried to play off a choke, I guess. So Draco's ult comes in. I just attack. Bolt Beak is able to clean knock me out. No questions there. I bring you in. I still have to hit an Icicle Crash, which is scary. I don't think I can Earthquake here. I did miss, so had they stayed in, they might have been able to win, but... Would it be a mistake to let this get burned? Because I don't want that. If I let the thing sub up, I lose. They go for Volt. Okay, I win. Yeah, I think that might have actually been a 50-50 turn, because... Yeah, okay, so I win this game, but that was actually an interesting game. I don't think this gets Pain Split at all. I'll go to Corviknight and then just wrap it up with a U-turn here. Okay, so we're able to win that one. Really weird game, but I'll be right back. Alright, so this guy's team looks so sweaty. He has the T-Spikes plus Reuniclus, probably sub-bulk up Corviknight, Scarf Ditto, Trapper Doggy. Like, how much more tryhard does it get? Let's go ahead and lead off with... I'm curious to see if Obstagoon can break it, though. It actually looks okay. It's just Corviknight's the one thing. Also, I guess Doggy just clicking reversal is kind of annoying. Yeah, that really sucks. I'll lead Toad on the Jelly. Alright, let's go for Rocks. On the Corviknight coming in. I think Hard Clef is alright. On the Defog. Okay, I have an opportunity to kind of attack here. I think I'll Thunderbolt. As they get in Reuniclus, I think Life Orb Moonblast does a lot. It did nothing at all. Can I get a roll? Okay, they just want me low, I guess. I'll take the kill. What? Okay, that thing's dead. I'm dead too, obviously. Let me just make sure it's not. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's theirs whether I like it or not. That's not the worst thing ever. Because I get U-Ed now, I click Rocks, break a Sash. Can I get a burn? And they have Taunt. Yeah, okay. Let's Scald again. Into the Jellicent. Okay, let's slow down from this position. I think I can still win this, but I need Obstagoon to come through now because my Clef decided to get O-Code. Man, that combination Dougie plus, like, just things to wear down my 2 best breakers is really tough for me. Alright, I knew they were going to go for Wisp, but I honestly don't need my Pharaoh's, like, attack here for anything in particular. Okay, I just want my hazards, please. It doesn't have to be like this. How fast are they? Are they faster than this? Okay, I'm spamming. Ah, they got me. I was trying to catch them on the turn they would taunt. Can I just get a burn? Thank you. That took way too long. Actually, that was 3 Scalds, wasn't it? Never mind, yeah, that was 3 Scalds. It felt like more for some reason. I don't know why. They roosted up. I'm just gonna spam Earthquake. No. Stop that. Nope. Okay, they catch me there. They catch me there. Do I even want to play this out? Like, this one is such... Okay, let me keep the Corviknight low, but like... Then they get in Ditto, which is interesting because I get the momentum now. I don't know why Ditto was the option. Finally, okay, we are here. Let's click Knock Off first. That did a lot. That did even more. Goodbye, Toxpex, okay. Now the thing is I'm dead, and like I don't think I can win without this. If I Dynamax, do I live reversal? I don't actually know. How does the reversal work? That's not the one, the flail is the one where if you're lower on health. What does the reversal do? The less HP the user has left, so it's also like flail, okay. So I guess like there's no point. Well, they could just kill me with Earthquake. That's the thing. The thing is, Obstagoon has really good defense. I wouldn't be surprised if I just lived it. Yeah, I did just live it. Okay. I bring that down to Sash. I guess I'll just let Obstruct kill myself. And then what I can do here is get in Corviknight, click U-turn. On the Jellicent, get this in. Double to Darm. On the Corviknight, click U-turn, get you in, double to Darm. On the Corviknight, click U-turn. Is this really what it's come to? Like, I think I have to get this play right over and over again. Okay, let's let the cycle stop. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's not fun. So wear that thing down. I thought they would taunt first. Okay, now what I can do is spam Earthquake like I did before. The thing is, pressure is just going to make me run out of all my Earthquakes. I don't think I can win anymore. Yeah, that Dougie just messed my team up. I needed these two, and like I can't... I basically lost when those two died, right? Is there anything I can do to break this team? Okay, I'll play up to turn like 55, I guess. Why not? Let's do this. How many more Earthquakes do I have? 6? That's not enough. Let's go to Darm here. I'm gonna see how much Earthquake does to that Jellicent. Okay, hold up. 130. Let's go for it. That did even less. Because... What was the factor? I'm missing something. Oh yeah, I lost, right? Do I just get out of here? Okay, I can still play off chokes, I guess. I can Toxic here and hope they stay in. But they never will. And yeah, now I'm burnt. I'm just going to leave the game. Yeah, it's like the moment Dougie just trapped these two. And they knew what they had to do, right? They just weakened them into range of Earthquake. Although they didn't weaken the Obstagoon. But yeah, I'll drop a GG, I guess, and go ahead and run and get another one. Okay, this guy's team looks a lot more interesting. I can appreciate an Inteleon. Inteleon is really cool. I definitely think I want to try to outplay the Darm. Getting up rocks is going to be a priority regarding that. Their best leads are either Inteleon or like Darm itself. I'll lead Toad. This is actually great because I can just rocks up here. They might be Trick with the choice item, but I think if anything the choice item is on Inteleon. They could be Specs Inteleon and then Scarf Rotom, I guess. That wouldn't be too surprising. They just click Wisp, but I get up my rocks and I can just follow it up with Toxic. They don't really have a good toxic switch-in. Ooh, that's actually really nice for me. Especially because I don't really know what this thing is doing, but I also don't really want to stay in here. Like, Clef is good, but the problem with Clef is I'm offensive, so it might take a little too much. I don't want to give this thing the Dynamax like attack right away. I think I just stay in one turn. They tried to double Tigera, okay. Well, I have a full health Pharaoh for a reason. I'm not letting this take a power whip. Okay, they go for sub. I need to hit these or else I just lose. Really. Okay, I get my lead sheet off. I feel like if I Dynamax here, I still win in the long run. Because we'll both have used our Dynamaxes, and I think I would be ahead. Okay, let's do this. Let's prevent this thing from actually winning the game right now. Okay, so I take care of Gara using Pharaoh. It required my Dynamax as well. Out comes Lucha. I think I go Corviknight here. Or actually, Steel Spike is okay. As they get the boost, so, I mean, it is what it is, right? Let's go to Corviknight, take the close combat, I guess, and just Brave Bird through it. As they try to SD up, I don't understand the logic there. Rotom comes in, I just go Hard Toad every time on the Wisp. This guy should be playing a lot more aggressively. I mean, I think the matchup did favor me here, I must admit, but let's go for Toxic. I guess he's just gonna Ice Beam, right? Yeah, that actually did a good amount. That's 100% specs. I really don't want to lose to Icicle Crash Flinches. Ah, that's scary. Okay, I kill Inteleon. I don't think this was taking the hit anyway. Yeah, they could flinch through me if they win a tie as well, I guess, but like, that's really unlikely. I hope I didn't jinx it. No, there's no way. I don't think SD either was the play. Okay, hold up. I actually need to use Darm to revenge this, I'm realizing. Yeah, because Darm has to take a Shadow Sneak now. Can it even take a +4 Shadow Sneak? Let's see if they're Life Orb first. That's gonna be... Actually, Corviknight can probably take one of anything. I feel like there's no way. Even Life Orb Mimikyu knocks out Corviknight here. Mimikyu's attack stat is so bad, it's like base in 90. There's no way I'm dying. Yeah, Corviknight eats that up. High crit ratio move, though, was scary, I must admit. But yeah, Darm comes in. This is why I got up the rocks. Let's give them this. They go for Blitz. So because Clef lives Blitz, if they give me this, then the game is over. So I just Moonblast here. They should go for the crit here, which they weren't able to get. And yeah, now I just spam Moonblast. And actually, we can wrap it up using an Obstagoon. Let's go for knockoff first. I am Guts, so if they try to Wisp me, it doesn't matter. I guess they should hope that I'm Defiant and not Guts. That's their win con, right? They just go for Hydro. That does nothing. And Facade is able to knock them out. Okay, nice. So, let's get another one. Okay, so me and my opponent have 2/3 of the same Pokemon, which I guess is unsurprising considering how OU is right now. He has the Ditto Corviknight, though, or actually Ditto Dragapult, whereas I have Obstagoon Ferrothorn. I definitely think that Obstagoon is going to be really nice here. Spamming knockoff is actually going to help me out a lot. Let me lead off with... I'm going to lead Clef initially on the Darm. Okay, this is great. Because I can... Would they be banded? No, this would be Scarf. That's specs. Yeah, I don't think this is banded. They shouldn't leave it in. They should know how good this thing is. They're going to U-turn to Seismitoad every time. I'm going to Flamethrower. I don't... Okay, yeah. Like, I don't understand why you'd risk that there. Like, even though I got the play right, it still... I don't know why it annoys me that people make that play. But I kill it, which is cool. I guess it doesn't really matter to me. Is this, like, Dragon Dance? What's happening here? I like pivoting Toad initially, but yeah, I really don't understand. Why did they leave in the Darm? Okay, let's go to Corviknight here. If they're a Dragon Dance, it doesn't matter. I guess, like, yeah, Corviknight's definitely one of my more expendable Pokemon right now. I guess it does check their Corviknight to some extent, so maybe I should keep it around. And try to get up rocks here, I guess. I don't want to get 2-killed by Shadow Ball. I think they're clicking Draco, though, because Obstagoon is right there, and if I get an Obstagoon, they lose. They go for sub, so is it sub DD? Oh, no, not this. It's sub Will-O-Wisp Disable. I know exactly what this set's trying to do. Okay. So they disable here, or they sub here, right? Let's do this. Let's click Gyro Ball. Then what I have to do here is a lead sheet on the... I have to get this play right, because Gyro Ball will still break the sub, but if they disable me here before I get the lead sheet off, that's really, really annoying. I'm going to Gyro Ball once. I should have clicked lead sheet. I thought they would sub at least once, but now they can sub. Okay, I'm going to ignore this thing then. Actually, they switch it out, okay. My plan is to just hazard stack them, break through the Dragapult, even if it means stacking multiple things, and just win that way. I mean, like, the fire move comes out, right? It was really aggressive, but I guess it's a good play. I don't really need this, but rocks would have been nice for me. Alright, I guess I'll keep it around. This guy drops every Moonblast. Let's go for U-turn. Okay. Now, I'm going to Dynamax mine, because I don't want to do what they did and lose my Darm. So, yeah. Let's try to break through their team right now. That Sub-Willow Dragapult is going to be really annoying. They go Hard Toad. Goodbye. Do I die to Ditto Blitz? I don't think I do, but at the same time, there's no point in risking this thing taking too much. So let's go to Darm here. Really? Okay. Good play, I guess. Oh no, that Dragapult is coming back. They go to Corviknight. Is this the sub bulk up set? I think I gotta get an Obstagoon and spam knockoff, because it is bulk up, yeah. And I just spam knockoff here. Get rid of the lefties. I might have lost if they're like Dynamax Airstream, which one isn't, right? Yeah, I think that's already GG. I've just lost to this. Is there anything I can do? Okay, so this will outspeed after one Airstream. We gotta keep that in mind here. Why? Why did you have to live on one Obstagoon? I just lost. I can Obstruct here and kill myself. But they still get the thing, yeah, because I forgot that it's through Protect. I just lost to that. Okay, let's go to this lead sheet here. Hope I live one. Oh, I actually ate that up. Okay, never mind. Maybe this is actually a game. Is it even possible for it to be a game, though? I don't think so. They click Roost. They're taking a lot of damage, I guess. Nah, they're just gonna boost up completely. Yeah, Obstagoon living on one really messed me up there. I had such good positioning too. Okay, it is what it is, right? I don't know why they're not just attacking, like... Okay, I guess we'll hope that this can live, like, outspeed them randomly at +3. I don't think it is at all, but... Yeah, they Brave Bird. I'd take way too much. And, yeah, I guess I'll just leave, right? Because Corviknight's able to do the thing. Maybe I shouldn't have used my Dynamax, but... Yeah, that was tough. I'll be right back. Okay, we have another Dug Trio right now, which is really unfortunate. I swear I haven't seen a Dug Trio in, like, weeks, and then the one time I used Obstagoon, I found 2 of them, which is lovely, but... I mean, Clef once again looks great, but I gotta make sure it doesn't get trapped as well. Let's see. I'd like Toad lead a lot to get up rocks just right away. I guess the worst lead for me would be like Corviknight or Dragapult. Rotom Heat lead's perfect for me. Let's just get up rocks. If they go to their own Toad, I will Toxic. Or I could get in Pharaoh. What were you predicting? Okay, that tells me a lot about how this game is going to go, I think. Let's click Toxic here as they go Corviknight. I don't want them going Toad. Could Fish over a Burn. I actually really like that play. I don't want to lose to another one, just like bulk up variant. Let's look Scald. What if they just, like, I feel like Ferrothorn is a good mid-ground, but if they start setting up, I lose, so. I guess I'll go Obstagoon on the Defog. Yeah, now I just get to knock off now. And they don't have a good switch in at all. They could just go Dougie and kill me, though, which is why it's so unfortunate that I found 2 Dougies today. Like, if they go Dougie, I just die to Reversal. Okay, they give me the knockoff on Corviknight, which I'll take, I guess. Just a U-turn. So I guess Dougie comes in now, right? I guess we could go Mimikyu. Mimikyu would make some sense. I would go Pharaoh. Yeah, they go to Dougie. We've already seen I live 1. So I can just Facade here. I actually ate that up. Just knock off here in case they try to pivot back. Why would you do that? What? Why would you ever Sucker Punch? Let's go to Darm. Darm looks really nice now. I definitely want to try to prioritize getting my hazards back up though. It is going to be set up Corviknight, I can tell, because they have rocks on Toad, which makes this really scary. Okay, what I can do here is go Darm. The one really bad play against Darm is the Rotom, and what I can do is just get in my Toad on that. I want to keep Corviknight low, ideally. Let's get this in and click rocks here. Like, Rotom is going to be on boots, I think, right? But that's not even the worst thing ever. I'm going to go to Clef here because it covers both Corviknight and whatever them staying in would do. Oh, it covers this perfectly, okay. I need to predict when they Dynamax. Like, are they going to Dynamax here? Because I want to win this exchange, ideally. Because if they go Rotom, that's amazing for Darm, right? Okay, let's see. What play did they make? I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, if they go Corviknight, I will just Thunderbolt or Flamethrower the next turn. And I should be faster. Oh, never mind. I guess I just Moonblast next turn. Okay. I should have seen it coming. 25 into 21. Okay, I still kill it, but yeah. At least that thing's dead, so I don't lose to another bulk up Corviknight with max Airstream. Honestly, it might be worth it to just wrap up the game with Clef here. Just Dynamax it and go in. But I feel like I have to save my Dynamax for whenever they use theirs. This thing is not on boots? What? Hello? Okay, I should have clicked Moonlight, but I guess it's okay. I get to Moonblast somebody else, which is actually really big. I should be faster than you. And I'm still out of range of Overheat, I think, so... 31 is a lot of damage. Hold up. Is that, like, Choice Specs Rotom Heat? Because they weren't boots as we saw. Rotom Heat, fast, bulky pivot. Might just be max special attack modest. Yeah, they have, like, offense on that Rotom. Okay, so I killed that there. I'm just worried about Mimikyu. Like, Dynamax Mimikyu is the one way they might win. But I think Darm can just wrap that up for me. So they go to Mimikyu here, I guess. Take hazards, take... Wait, do I still have full health Pharaoh? Oh, never mind, I won. I forgot that Pharaoh was still at full health. I think I win. Like, I guess if they're Drain Punch, that would be the one way. Let's see, are you Drain Punch? I think I make this play and just U-turn here because it forces in Rotom and I can just get in Toad and spam Scald. Yeah, there's no way they can get around that. So I just Scald here. They're just gonna either sack this or... Yeah, they sack it. Now I just go to you. Click Scald here. If I burn, it's over. If I don't burn, it's still probably over. I burnt, and they gave me this thing. Let's just Dynamax and wrap it up. Alright, GG. We didn't lose to another Dugtrio team, which I'm pretty happy about. Hopefully we don't find another Dugtrio at any point today. Please no. Just no Dougie. I'm pretty sure even if I didn't burn, the game was over. Because, like, at the end of the day, I have full health Pharaoh. Corviknight naturally takes anything. Like, we saw it... I'm pretty sure it was this video, right? Earlier today, where we saw it take the +4 Life Orb Shadow Claw. And that wasn't even at full, it was at like a 93, so... Yeah, this +2 thing was gonna do nothing to my Corviknight. This guy's not clicking his move. If he goes down to like 60 seconds on timer, I'm just gonna get the next game. Like, I don't want to sit here wasting time. Okay, yeah, so he did click his move eventually. And that is going to be GG, so let's go ahead and max Hailstorm, and I will be right back. Okay, Obstagoon is very important here because it's able to check Bisharp as well as the Galarian Corsola, so I definitely want to keep it healthy. Rocks early would be really nice, just to wear their entire team down for Clef and Darm. Their Darm looks really good as a win con, but I guess they do have some nice options with priority being Shadow Sneak, Sucker Punch. Oh, they have a lot of priority options, and now that I'm looking at it, they might even have Sucker Punch and Dragapult. But yeah, I'm gonna go for early rocks, like I mentioned. As they lead Bisharp, okay. Well, I don't really see a reason not to Earthquake right away. Like, I want to get up rocks. I take one of anything, I know this, so I'm gonna get up rocks and then get an Obstagoon. Just don't like Iron Head flinch. Yeah, I take that easily, and this is gonna be a double down too. Okay, nice. And I guess I will just check this off. Like, it was good against Toad. I mean, Drill, sorry, but I can beat Drill using Corviknight, so I'm not too worried about that. I can go to Obstagoon here. And now Obstagoon, like, because it's freed up, because it doesn't have to check Bisharp anymore, it's so good. Yeah, I can literally just close combat. What if they're the Choppleberry? No. What if they are? They would be like Smooth Rock, right? If I lose this, that would be like game-changing this game, because it actually kills their entire team. But if I Obstruct and they get up rocks, that would be a little bit worse for me. I'm just gonna CC. They were not Choppleberry, okay. Like, I saw Choppleberry T-Tar once in the past, so I'm kind of paranoid about it, but yeah, I guess their hope now is they get a Drill and hope that wins. So here's my thought process here. If I stay in, I can't beat Galarian Corsola, I think, so I was thinking about staying in case they Swords Dance, but I don't think it'll make a difference as they try to EQ. Yeah, I can just Brave Bird. Once Sen goes down, I don't think it matters. Like, Darm should be able to wrap it up for me. So they do get a spin-off, which is kind of cool for them. But yeah, Obstagoon is obviously the key to my victory here. I'm glad I recognized that and just switched it out. It, like, kills all of these guys. I guess, like, King Shield could be annoying. Ooh, cool play, okay. Well, I mean, what I'll do here is, I guess, if this is autotomized, that would be kind of bad. Let's go for U-turn. I don't think they're going to King Shield. There's basically no point. I don't want to get an Obstagoon. I think I just go to Pharaoh. On the Shadow Ball. They do get a drop, so if they're like max roll here, that would be kind of bad. But yeah, let's just Leech Seed. I could get up a Spike. That might actually be the better option. Just Spike up. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm going to get an Obstagoon after and just kill this thing. Or actually, Clef is the better play after this, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, Clef comes in, and Clef should be able to just beat this thing. Maybe I should Dynamax just to be safe. I'm going to Dynamax it. I mean, they're going to King Shield, right? I do outspeed them, right? Like, I don't think Aegislash generally runs over 171. I could see them having the speed. Let's just Dynamax now. Okay, I do that much. Obviously, I max Flare again, because I can't really play around with this thing. I'm just trying to kill this so my Obstagoon can win the game. I'm just, like, really hesitant. Like, I feel like every time I use my Dynamax, they just reverse beat me with theirs, which is, like, pretty sad, but let's hope that's not the case here. I mean, hey, worst case, I'll just flinch through with my Darm, right? Okay, so they do pivot to Corsola. This will take a lot. Yeah, I took way too much. I can just Starfall the next turn. Although, is there really a point? I feel like Flare is just a better play. It doesn't allow in any of the Steel types. And I will obviously outspeed here, so we found a Galarian Corsola, and funnily enough, Obstagoon was not what took it on. So there's my thing. I kept Corviknight because, like, they can still get up Sand using Dynamax Excadrill. I have to switch this out. As they go for a Steel Spike, doesn't do too much at all. I can just Roost up. I should be slower, so there's no way they can Earthquake me here for super effective damage. And because they're Dynamax, they can't flinch. I will live that. Not too well, to be honest, but I do. Yeah, especially because they're Life Orb, I'm kind of getting saved by that. So yeah, I think we're good here. Now that they've used their Dynamax, I feel a lot more safe. I still just want to spam Roost until the Sand goes down or they switch this out, though. They might go for like a last-ditch effort Rapid Spin. I don't see how it would help them at all. They get in Dragapult. My best play here is just a Brave Bird, then get an Obstagoon, I feel. In case this is a Dragon Dance, they go for a Fire Blast. That actually didn't even do that much, to be honest. That's not very strong. And yeah, now they just lose to Earthquake from my Darm. I guess I should be careful about this thing being Choice Scarf, so yeah, let's go Obstagoon first. Knockoff is obviously the only play here. And then, like, Choice Scarf, Galarian, Darm's Earthquake should be able to wrap up the game. Okay, so it wasn't actually Choice Scarf, so I'm able to knock that out. There's no way they can get up Sand again. Elias and Leo should die to my stuff. Going Clef would be a play if they were a choke if they were sub, so let's just knock off. They were Adamant, okay. And then it is just Aegislash, which cannot win. Yeah, all I gotta do is knock off, as they didn't go for, oh yeah, I'm normal type. So yeah, I'm able to go ahead and wrap up the game with the Obstagoon. And yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up the video right there. I did hope you all enjoyed. I hope this did satisfy you, because a lot of people asking for Obstagoon. I had a lot of fun, but I mean, the one Dugtrio game with the Reuniclus and Corviknight was definitely not very enjoyable. But generally, I'm trying to avoid like anything above 1650 until Dynamax gets banned, because above there, that's basically the only type of team you'll find besides like Ditto Gyarados. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. Later.